Hey guys, so I found this article really interesting, and if you're new to our channel, my channel is all about my daughter Sasha and her life with living with her disabilities and what it entails and good and bad days and sharing topics around what she also goes through. So I saw this and I thought I would have to share with you guys. I'm not going to read the comments. I will link the article down below. I'll put a clip of it in. It got some pretty controversial comments on there, and I feel that if people sometimes are not living in the dynamics of everyday life of being a special needs parent or a caregiver, and they truly see what the needs are and goes on behind closed doors, people can get really judgmental. I've had some of those comments towards myself too about Sasha and daily living and things, and all I can say is if you are not the parent or a caregiver, you truly do not know what the child needs, and medical field can tell you what they might need, but you as a caregiver or a parent are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know the needs of your child best. So it went on to go talk about an article about a 15-year-old girl, and I'm just going to read some notes off my computer. She has cerebral palsy, she has autism, she's intellectually disabled, she has physical disabilities, she has scoliosis, she has blindness, she has really bad seizures. Her parents basically set up her bedroom so she did have seizures. It was fully padded. I guess she was still escaping. They have a nurse, they have caregivers, but as everybody knows that sometimes you get a phone call, sometimes you need to go take out the trash, sometimes you need to answer the door. There are things where you have to leave your special needs child unattended for a couple moments and you need a safe place for them. I have actually gone through this with Sasha before. We actually have sensors on the door. I actually have an app called Angel Sense. I will leave the link down below. It's basically a bracelet or a little clip that goes on Sasha, and the app goes to my phone, and I can put safe areas around my house because Sasha is a wanderer. I am a single parent, so there are things that I need to do, whether it's take a shower or cook a meal and turn my back for a couple minutes. Yes, I have put latches on the top of the door as well, but she is sneaky. She will push a chair up and she will figure out how to do it. So I completely understand the point of view of where these parents are coming from. So they basically had gone to their doctor and talked to their doctor about her significant amount of needs, the 15-year-old daughter, and that there was not a safe spot and she was climbing out of her bed and she was getting hurt. So they thought to prescribe one. The doctor was totally on board with it. He sent out a thing through insurance, the Sleep Safe bed that I will insert a picture of now. Can cost up to $25,000. Yes, there's ones with lower slots and sides, and they start in range. I looked online myself from $12,000 to $25,000. Yes, for a special needs bed. That is almost like going and buying a great used car, and you know, that's a lot of money for some people. So insurance actually covered it. They got the bed, and it was working out great for their daughter. Agency of some sort came in and basically had DCF show up at their doorstep, had police officers show up at their doorstep, and basically told them, their caregivers, their nurses, the daughter could no longer be in the bed. It was a safety hazard, and it came under some statute of limitation under basically laws in the state, and said that it was too restrictive for the daughter, and it was basically like a cage for her. And they couldn't stick her in it, and they felt she was being caged in there all day long. And it went on to have this whole controversy dragged out in court for 2 years, basically, for the parents to actually be able to reuse the bed that insurance had covered. They had gone so deeply into getting for their child to keep her in a safe spot. And the state basically came in and said, no, this is a cage you can't restrict your daughter in. I actually have a friend who has a bed as well for their child, and they have had the same type of bed, I might add, that they got covered through insurance. And she doesn't even show family or friends anymore because she has gotten the same type of comments before, that this is a cage basically for a child. I can also fully relate to what the father's going through and why he wants to sleep for his daughter for safety reasons. She has seizures as well. Sasha's had seizures off and on throughout her entire life. I'm very lucky that this last year she hasn't had one single one. The father in the video talks about how he basically rubber matted and made everything safe in corners in his daughter's bedroom as well to protect her from her seizures if she did fall. I will say that when we first moved in our house, I was unpacking at the other end of it. Sasha was fine. 1 minute, seizures happened like that. They literally happened in the blink of an eye. And Sasha hit her head on the corner of the dining room table so hard. I will insert a picture in 1 minute. I was so lucky that she didn't have major medical issues from it. She didn't even get a concussion from it. I was very lucky about that. If you saw the bruises in the picture in just a minute, I mean, it was horrible. So I truly agree that the safe bed is a really great and safe spot for somebody to relax in.
Is important for Juliana is because she's a 15-year-old with a cognition of maybe a 3 to 6 month old. So what was happening back when she was younger is that she was getting up in the middle of the night and having falls. I had her bedroom completely covered in safety mats and things. But when you don't have the cognition to protect yourself when you fall, you'll bite your tongue, you'll get a bloody nose and things. So we were waking up the next day, we're hearing her fall at night and going in her room and seeing that she had injured herself. Finally went to a pediatric neurologist and we asked him about a safety bed and things, and he decided that was a perfect thing for Juliana, so he wrote a prescription for getting Juliana a safety bed. He wrote it out that the safety bed is used to, obviously when she's sleeping, but also